What we think becomes our reality, and unfortunately, we are often our worst critics. All these stories we tell ourselves become clutter in our minds and keep us from achieving what we really want.
So we've talked about the things in your house, in your life. Let's talk about what's going on in your head, our anxiety-inducing mind clutter. We've already have touched on it in a way, right? With the love affair with stuff. The more stuff we have, the more responsibility we have, and our mind is cluttered with the stress of having to do that, all the things we have to take care of. And same with the expectations we've allowed society to place on us, that we should be married, that we should have kids, that we should whatever. Add to that, we also allow our minds to be cluttered with the stories we tell ourselves. Your thoughts kind of take control over you and keep you from achieving what you want to achieve. Personally, I've always been an overthinker. And I still am to some degree. And, I can also look at that and see that that has a benefits. It enhances my creativity. It allows me to be empathetic to others, which really plays well in, my online business, right? I can understand people and I can market to them. I can create the products that they need. And that overthinking helps keep me from being impulsive, which is one of my weaknesses, which is strange because I think about things a lot, but I also make quick, rash decisions, which can be a good thing, and it also can be a bad thing. So, I am looking at this as a positive thing, but what I've had to make sure of is that in all that thinking that I do, I don't let those thoughts hold me back from achieving what I want to achieve. I know that, I've seen it. I've worked with entrepreneurs for like 16 years now, or going on my 17th year. And it's the brain that holds people back. It's the things that they think about, the things they think about themselves. That, maybe they're not good enough, they're not smart enough, or they see everybody else and think about how much better those people are. But what I've made sure personally that, those thoughts, I don't allow those thoughts to do that. I let them come in and I let them go, because yes, you're still going to think them. Over time, you'll think them less, but you got to let that come in. You got to say, that's, this is just me telling a story to myself, let it go and see it for what it is. Sometimes your thoughts are insightful. Sometimes they're self-sabotage, and that they're made up stories and have no basis in reality. And for many people, they believe, even though they kind of know that, they believe the stories anyway. So you need to stop and think about that. Why am I thinking this? What, is there any basis in reality? Or is it because I keep telling myself this, that I'm the one holding myself back? Because in reality, you can do anything you want and you can be as successful as you want. It's only those stories that you tell yourself, or stories from other people also, people who criticize you. And those are the people that you don't want around you. Or if they're people you don't know, then they don't know you, so it doesn't matter. That's all going to keep you from being where you want to do. So think about it. What stories do you tell yourself? That you're not as smart as other people, that you're not as good looking, you're not good with money. I think that's a huge one. And I've done that to myself for many years as well, is that I'm not good with money. And I give myself this excuse to mess up my finances, right? So maybe business is good, money's coming in, but I'm not good with money. So if I mess it up, that's why. But if I start telling myself, I am becoming better, I'm learning this, and I work towards it, I can change that. Do you tell yourself you're not very organized? Okay, well, if you do, then you're not going to be organized. That you can't lose weight. That's a hard one because it takes time, and it's, like everything actually. Everything takes time, and we don't see the results right away, and we get frustrated, so we think we can't. Or that you aren't cut out to be an entrepreneur if that's something that you're working on. All those things you tell yourself become reality. So stop saying those things and switch them to positive things instead. So, even if you can't say I'm good with money, at least tell yourself, I'm learning to manage my money and I'm making improvements every day. And of course, not all those you can't just talk positive self-talk and everything's going to be okay. Yes, if you tell yourself you're smart or good looking, over time you're going to build that self-confidence. But if you say you're getting better with money, you better darn well be working at it, right? You can't just say these positive things. So it's that secret, whatever you visualize something and you just have it. That's a piece of the puzzle. You have to do the work as well.